It's beautiful. I think it's really nice. Yeah. Well, pretty soon, you can end it. Pretty soon, the contract goes through. Actually, I'm going to read to the contract, too. No, we get a second contract today. Another contract coming in. Another contract. Oh, I forgot. No, we don't. I forgot this an account. No, I didn't summon this account, which I should have, which I forgot to do. That's nice too. Okay, I'm just showing you the new screen I just finished. This is already coated with Supreme 8 technology. So all I got to do now is just stretch it out, and I'm done. 150-inch 16:9 screen. My ultra short throw right there. Fully, no peeling, no cracking. I can walk on the screen. Don't have to worry about the screen cracking or peeling. screen I was coating in the basement. And what? My technology is designed, I feel. Come on now. We got screens that produce images outside. This is nothing. I just did a demonstration with sunlight pouring in through all the windows on our technology. Cut the lights on. There you go. Ultra short throw. Ultra short throw. How about here? Ultra short throw. That's the first time I had somebody say, cut the lights on. That's what we specialize in. Is ambient light rejection technology. Come on, you gotta do better than that. Cut the lights on. I got demonstrations outside. I bet you your gray screens can't do that. Oh, it feels good to have a contract. Actually, second contract today. We just nailed another one. This keeps up, we'll be distributorship only. Lights on. My projector right here is only 2,800 lumens. That's it.
Got my number off the computer. We ended up talking for like 2 hours.
To a guy you've never met? The screening process is getting ever more rigorous.
Trying to meet him. He's never at the video store. They said he sets his own hours.
Let's run the PS4 through this one. Let me see what we got going on here. That's what we specialize in, is ambient light rejection technology. So guess what? We got another contract. Actually, another contract negotiation. Once the one starts, they all start.
Bees pollinate more than just flowers. If they disappeared, so would most of our fruits, nuts, and vegetables. Penn State's Christina Grosinger is leading research around the world to develop
Ultra short throw. Nothing but ultra short throws in the house now. Just about there. I done bought another one today. So The one I bought today was for how much? I think I paid 80 bucks for the one that just came in today. We did an unboxing on that one. So this is my Sony. That's my Sony. I think that's my favorite one. I like that better than the Optimum GT5600. That's the one I got upstairs. And this one over here is another Epson 460. Oh, I found the stand too. I found the stand. I was trying to put this stand on the 585W, but now I got a stand coming in for the 585W so I can run my PS4 on the floor. I want to do a Vortex. That's what I want to do, a Vortex next. Somebody was asking me to turn the lights on. Never had anybody ask me that one before. That's a first. I always get turn the lights out. That's what I usually get. I never get turn the lights on. That was fun. That was interesting. Whoever said that, thank you. Never get that one. I wonder what Doctor Who would look like. A Vortex on this would look like. I'm curious. Let's bring one up. I think we're in Den, right? This is Den. I think this is pretty much Den. I'm not sure. Can't remember which one's the Den. I think the Den might be in there. We got multiple Chromecasters running, that's why. I think that was a Den that was running. Yeah, it was Den, it was running. Let me see, we'll try it again. See what happens. That's not what I'm looking for. I want the Vortex. That's what I'm trying to get my hands on. There we go. I think we got the Vortex running. There we go. Trying to find me a Vortex. Okay, this is pretty cool. Let's try this one. So what I'm about to do is, I'm gonna have to build me a frame that's gonna have to, because it's gonna have to be a fold-up frame. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna actually have to build me a frame from here to here to here, and put hinges in the middle, so I can fold the frame when I'm done with it and slide it up under the sofa. And when I bring the frame down, I have to make the frame slightly smaller than the actual screen, so when it comes down, it causes the screen to stretch out like a drum. That's the blueprint I'm doing. I'm actually designing a collapsible frame, a frame that's going to be able to collapse. So this screen will actually straighten out. I won't have any of the wrinkles or anything on it. It'll be nice and flat. But this right here is actually that grommet screen, the screen design. Let me put the Matrix 3. It's actually that, oh, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. That's what I wanted. Kind of Vortex to it. That's what I want, kind of nice. That's what I was looking to do. So I'm about to build me a collapsible frame tomorrow. Hope nobody suffers from freaking any seizures or anything. If any dirt gets on, I gotta do is just wash it off. That's all. Now see, these are fantastic screens for concerts because, like I said, black absorbs more light better. Better than a white screen or gray screen. Black is much better when it comes to doing visual effects for music. I think we might start painting these. I might do some pre-painted screens like this. I already actually showed you how to do one on YouTube. How to actually design this screen. But I might do some pre-painted grommet screens. These would be fantastic if you're doing like music, especially if you're doing a DJ booths and stuff like that. And I already got the built-in grommet, so you're good to go to just ready to string it up. Let's get the lights out of it. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Star Trek Enterprise. Let's put that video here. How about that? Put that one here. Same video there. This is what I mean by being able to do demonstrations on a different level. See lights on this one. And then we'll keep this one on over here. Oh, we'll switch this one out to something else. Let's see. Pick that one out. Let's try this one. This is a pretty cool video. Let's do it at 360 VR. 360 scuba diving. This is pretty cool to watch. Is that cool or what? Let's see what happens if we do half of this. Let me see, with the floor and without the floor. That's what it looks like without the technology. Pretty boring, isn't it, without the technology, is it? Some people think they can get the same results if they basically just hit on the floor. I can get the same results if I hit this on my floor. Could I not? How much could the technology change? So we are in the process of contract. No, actually, tomorrow morning, I have my contract read over. It is official. We sign tomorrow. So our global contract goes into effect. I don't know when, but it's officially will be signed tomorrow. Usually in most contracts, they have to go over a whole lot of, well, some things you might not agree on and some things they might not agree on. And it goes back and forth quite a bit until both parties are happy with it. And once it's happy, everybody signs their name to it, and then it begins. So, what does that mean for our company? Well, that means a whole lot of changes are coming. Meaning that the website may no longer exist anymore. But this is a while before that happens. So you'll still be able to buy the paint while it's still available. Because what's going to happen is, and I know it's going to happen, usually when we sell certain prices on our website at a certain price, it may conflict with the prices that they may be selling the screens at in stores. So that means that we have to come to a compromise on basically converting our site into distributorship only, which means the only ones that have access to their website is you would have to have a password to get in. And the only ones that would have access to are distributors who have contracts by our company. So that's one of the things that could happen. So you have to understand that, keep in mind, it's selling paint on our website for $179 a quart, and they're going to sell it somewhere in another country for about $200 or $300 a quart. That means the prices that we have on our website may conflict with the contract, and that means something's going to have to go. So that means the website is going to have to be converted into distributorship, which means that customers will no longer be able to go to that site and purchase any paint from us. You would have to go through one of the other channels to do it. We will not be actually selling to the customers anymore because we'll be concentrating on manufacturing, research, and development. And their part of the contract is supplier. So we're actually distributor. Sorry about that. We're suppliers and distributors. So distributors' job is to basically to pump our technology into storefronts and to basically contracts with schools and churches and whatever. They feel that they need to market where our product needs to go. So unfortunately, we will have no control over pricing. So that's pretty much what's going to happen. So until then, the technology is available on the website until the change flips over. Like I said, change should be a couple months. Who knows? Could be tomorrow. Depends on how fast that the other party reacts on it. But it's about, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to make, but I'm going to tell you that my orders could jump from anywhere 100 gallons a day. That's on a slow day. Scary part, I'm going to have manpower and machinery and basically warehouse space to be able to accommodate orders at that massive size. It's not going to be hard to do. I got already, when I told you I had things placed in line for this change, I wasn't joking. So this is going to be very interesting. I mean, we weren't expecting a contract to come along. We were expecting to launch the 9 and to these portable screens and, you know, bring out just what we're talking about. We had no idea this contract was going to pop up. The contract makes it 10 times better because that guarantees us, no matter what, that we're going to get a certain amount of orders every single time. That's the good thing about having distributorship contracts. So that's how it's going to go. I'm pretty sure when Black Diamond started out, I'm pretty sure when they started out that they had were probably giving away screens when they first started out to get people to see them, to get people to recognize. I'm pretty sure they gave out a few screens. Ooh, this looks amazing, doesn't it? This looks pretty freaking cool. But imagine, if you will, if you got a technology that you can coat any surface you want and turn it into this kind of technology. I told you, I told you, sooner or later, some company's going to come along and they're going to basically utilize technology. It wasn't going to take long. Nobody wants to be in the dark. That's the whole thing. That's what I keep explaining over and over again. Some people feel that people want to be stuck in the dark. Nobody wants to be in the dark all day. That's why these screens now are developing. And now you have screens developing. Everything all now is about ambient light rejection technology. That's what it's all about. These gray screens and white screens, they're going to become obsolete pretty soon. They're not going to exist. There's no point. Screens can't pull contrast. Like I told you before, those of you that are designing light gray screens, you have no choice but to develop black technology. It's going to happen. Because the bottom line is, even if you have a screen that has a 9.0 gain, it doesn't make a difference. If it doesn't have contrast, it's not going to pull up. Every time something black pops up on the screen, any kind of contrast, that screen's automatically going to tear. But keep in mind, if you're going to develop black technology, you have to be able to produce a white level. Because without a white level, you can't produce bright colors. We just figured out a way how to do it. How to design a screen that can pull white level, black screen. Any screen can pull contrast. But like I said, you tippy-toe your demonstrations, and what's going to happen is you're just basically just shooting yourself in the foot, because they will take your stuff down to a facility and they will test it. This used to be an all-white, actually this was just an all-white grommet screen. Now look at it, coated with our tech. And I think somebody, matter of fact, I'll post a demonstration. I actually did a live demonstration of me painting this screen. As I said, if our screen was supposed to be so dark and so dirty, you wouldn't be able to see this at all, period. See how impressive that is? Yeah, but it's supposed to be dark and dirty. You're not supposed to be able to see the screen. You're not supposed to see white levels. The screen's not supposed to have the ability to produce white levels. Look at it. I can walk through this entire screen on my hands and I can show you everything on the screen that pulls up. It's supposed to be dark, right? Can't pull an image, right? Look at this. Ah, man. And it's funny how all those people thought that our technology was a scam. They thought our technology was just black paint. They thought all these bad things about my company. And now we're already contracted globally. Jamie has no choice but to turn over to black technology. Because if he doesn't, those gray screens, those white screens, they're going to be obsolete. Mark my words. And if he does develop a black screen, you know what that means? That means I was right the entire time when I told y'all that black technology is the only way to go. The fact that we have a container of paint downstairs that's literally very close to a black screen proves that he's thinking about it. And if he's thinking about it, all that protesting that he was doing about black screens, deep down inside, he knew I was right 100%. He's going to have a black screen soon. Watch. That's no choice. All those gray screens, obsolete. Waste of time. Look at this. This is black smoke. This is that invisible screen I was showing you about. This is called black smoke. Oh man, hold on for a minute. Where's that other piece at? You got it around here somewhere? Yes, we do. Here we go. Here we go. We got something here to play with. Like I said, people want contrast. Contrast is everything. There's no point you have a projector of 20,000 to 1 contrast if you can't pull the image up. Look at that. See that right there in the middle of my screen? Guess what this is? Look at this in the middle of a black screen. Can't pull contrast. That's what I told you. Gray screens are obsolete. No matter how much you think about it, they're obsolete. They can't pull contrast. I can drop all my sample sheets on this floor. Every last one of them will never pull up a black contrast level. So all my samples right here. I think this is the most funnest screen I've ever designed because this gives you an idea of what you're really getting, even in the dark. Now the projector, which I'm gonna swap out for this one, has a 10,000 to 1 contrast, which means no matter what, you're not going to be able to get your screen. Let's see which one of these we can get to pull up a contrast level. Let's try this one. This is a matinee silver. So any one of these screens have to blend into this star field. The star field is pulling a 100% black level. The projector I'm using right here has a 100 to contrast level, very low. So let's see how many screens we can drop on here. High-end screens. Let's try white sample sheet. It's a whole different way of actually looking at screens, isn't it? Instead of me putting it on the wall, I'm throwing it on the floor. So let's do a white one. So there you go. That's what happens when a white screen hits contrast. Those of you who have white screens, that's what you have. Let's take the lights out. I'm going to make it completely dark in here. So let's see what other screen we can get right here. Oh, here we go. This is everyday screen paint. Light gray screen paint. Still not pulling contrast. Let's see. Let's go with a, got a couple up here. Maybe the Dark Star 9. Dark Star 9s are pretty dark screens. That should bring up a pretty dark level. Let's see what happens. Oops, the wrong side. There we go. No one's putting up a contrast yet. Let's try Gray Cinema 5D. Let's drop that one down here. See if we can pull up a contrast level to match a black screen. Star field demonstration is the hardest demonstration to pull off because you are pulling off a black level. So the projector is actually projecting out a black level onto the screen. That way you can see it from another point of view. Let's try daylight screens right here. Let's try this screen. This is a new screen, a Paxton, I think that's what it's called. Let's put that right here. Nope, no contrast. Let's try next DMP Supernova. Keep in mind, these screens I'm dropping on top of my screen are $4 to $5 grand. Let's try it right here. See what I mean by gray screens are obsolete? This is what I'm talking about. Doesn't make a difference how high your gain is on your screen. Doesn't make a difference if it's non-ambient light rejection or not. If it's not black, it won't pull a contrast level. When a contrast level, you can't get color pop, you can't get deep blues, deep greens, you can't get any of that. You can get a white level, sure, you can definitely get that. But you can't pull contrast. So what's the point of you going out and buying a projector with a 20,000 to 1 contrast? For what? You'll never use it. And you will, you'll never use it. Let's try this one. DMP Supernova. Oh, wait, forgot. You got to be in pitch black. Let's take all the lights. We got brighter lights. Some of our lights are on. Those are on. So still, let's try the DMP Supernova right here. We'll drop this one right over here. See if we can get black. Oops, got the right side. Yeah, actually, this one's pretty good. DMP Supernova. Oh, never mind. Take that back. See, this is what you actually see when you're looking at your screen with the lights out. You think you're seeing black. You're not seeing black. You're actually seeing shades of gray. That's what you're seeing. You can't achieve 100% black level on your screen. And like I said, I don't care if you have a 10,000 to 1, 20,000 to 1. You're not picking it up. That's all to it. Let's try another one. We got another sample sheet here. I think this is a matinee silver. We'll put that right here. This right here is a light gray screen. You know why he didn't want his personal mix coming here? I'll tell you why. If we had dropped this on top of this black screen, that's why he didn't want his screen paint coming here. That's why he fought not to bring it here. We had tested that screen on contrast levels against a gray screen. Any one of these gray screens would have pulled the same image. We did that demonstration on a contrast level. This is what we're going to do. We're going to actually take his screen paint. We're going to match against bare silver screen, all these different screens, high-end screens, and throw a contrast level on there to see if the screen could pull contrast. And each one of them would have failed. That's why I said, sooner or later, your buddy, Mr. Jamie, is going to have to switch over to black technology. He doesn't have a choice. And if he switches over, if he develops a black screen on any level, that means, mark my words, I was right when I told you that black technology is the best way to go. He doesn't have a choice. Like I said, the fact that we have a can downstairs with his name on it, bearing a very dark, he said, oh, dark gray. No, that screen is nearly black. That means all the protesting he was doing about saying, oh, black screens are dirty, they're disgusting, they're filthy. You can't see any images on them. They're too dark. You can't make anything out of them. All that protesting to switch over to a black screen. Like I said, that's the equivalence of someone protesting that, oh, coffee's bad. Coffee would cause birth defects. Coffee would cause sickness. Coffee would cause illness. And then one day you happen to drive by and you see this individual sitting in a Starbucks with a large cup of coffee. What would you think? Hypocrite. That's what you would think. Here we go, another sample sheet. This is also Daylight's technology. Let's put this here. Look at the whatchamacall. This is the see the screen turn dark? See it turn light? You know what that is? That is a Dark Star 9. Dark Star 9 is a very interesting screen by elites. You know why? Because their screens have the ability to be able to, if you switch them on an angle, they turn dark. It's not always a good thing because if you're doing something with color, the screen will turn dark on you. I'll show you something pretty cool. You've never seen a demonstration like this before, where I'm actually standing up on top of the screen, walking around on it. It's the best way to show you what you're really getting from your screen. Best way. I think it's the best way for you to see it. Now we'll switch the screen over to blue. Let's see what screen pulls up a proper blue color. Remember I told you about the Dark Star 9's ability to be able to watch this. It's called angle gain, people. The screen has to sit directly in front of the projector. If it doesn't, and you lean to the side, they can become dark. See right here? Doing it from the front. If you turn to the side, dark. Here, look on the front, turn to the side, dark. Never seen that before, have you? This is the white screen right here. This is what happens when you use a white screen on a blue level. This will give you a better idea what you're looking at. See how the screen changes? 1 minute's light, next minute's dark. This is what happens when you use a screen with a reflective surface. The problem with the reflective surface is the fact that you have to have the projector standing in front of the screen, like this. If your projector is not standing in front of the screen, usually screens like this have something called the narrow viewing cone effect. So narrow viewing cone means that you have to be standing directly in front of the screen. If you lean to the side, this is why you see me take the camera and lean to the side, is because if you lean to the side, the screen, oops, I can't rotate this to a certain degree, the screen becomes dark. Light, dark, light, dark. But you wouldn't notice that. You wouldn't notice that if the screen was leaning against the wall. Probably not by too much. But by the screen laying flat on the ground, it's a different story. Now, the DMP supernova may have some issues here because I think DMP supernovas don't work well with ultra short throw. No, they actually don't quite well with ultra short throw. And this is the floor displaying blue. Now we're doing red. Cheap screen paint mix on a red screen. Bet you $100 if we'd have got our hands on that personal mix, it would have reacted the same way next to a white screen. That's the only difference between a light gray screen and a white screen. A white screen will have the ability to produce a 100% white level, where a gray screen will do just a tad little bit of contrast because the screen is slightly darker. White screens don't change. They're neutral no matter what. You notice our screen always maintains the same red no matter what. Let's put up a high light gray, light green. See what happens. This is our screen producing neon green. With the white screen, always fades out. See how that screen turns green? See how it blends in? Watch this, how it changes colors? You would have never noticed that. Look at that. Screens have, like I said, they have a kind of reflective surface. Screens that usually have a reflective surface react this way. You have to angle the projector just right. If you don't, they can become dark on you. Too light. Add more darkness to it. See if we can bring it down to a green. Too dark. Bring it down. Turn it black. See, that's the one thing that other people don't understand who develop screens. They don't understand the science when it comes to screens. The light plays a big part when it comes to screens. This stuff we understand. I know all this stuff already. How these screens react, narrow viewing combs. That's why when you see me take my camera and you see me do like this, turn to the side, that's the reason why I'm doing that. To show you that the screen maintains the exact same image. It doesn't turn dark. Now you see me do this to a screen, this is why I'm doing that. To show you that the screen doesn't turn dark. It doesn't change color. It maintains the same image. If I'm standing here, it should look the same way when I turn here. Exactly the same way. That's why I do that. From top to bottom, that screen is supposed to maintain the same color all the way through. And it's supposed to do it with the lights on also. So if I turn my lights on, that screen is not supposed to wash out. When I turn to the side, from top to bottom, it's supposed to maintain a blue edge all the way around the screen. Gray screens can't do that. Gray screens start to wash out. Look, I have lit this entire room into green. Look how much green it's reflecting. Is that cool or what? I'm gonna call this the wake up screen. This screen gonna allow you to wake up and see what you're really getting. You wanna see the screen change again? Watch this. Look at it. And watch as we start to move down. I can turn it black right in front of you. That's pretty cool. Let's pull up a sky blue. Let's pull up the red rose, my personal favorite. Mind you, my screen's black, sitting on top of all these light gray screens, and we can blend. This right here is the gray screen paint mix. This right here is your white screen. Matinee Silver by Seymour AV. Let's see what this one is. Matinee Silver. That should maybe got two Matinee Silvers up here. This is a. There you go. You see it right there. Now, do you see this screen right there? Gray Cinema 5D. Our screen is black, and our screen is the only one pulling up a bright red without fade. This is why they want his product over here. If we took that personal mix and we laid it against this black technology, the screen would have washed. Now we got light screens, we have DMP Supernova, we have the Paxton screen, I think from Daylight, if I'm saying it correctly. We have Seymour AV's 1.2, 1.3, and we have the Matinee Silver and Matinee Black. All at one time, laying against our technology. This is why your boy Jamie has no choice but to design a black screen. I hope he does. I really do. Because if he does, that means I was right the entire time. All that protesting was for nothing. He has no choice. Because if he keeps developing this mess, well, bottom line, it's just not going to be to hold a candle to any black screen whatsoever. Let's get this stuff off my screen. Let me know if you've ever seen a demonstration like that before. Please do share. It's a Matinee Silver right there by Seymour AV. It's right here, DMP Supernova. Those who are not familiar with these screens are $4 to $5 grand a piece. Some points we can blend in with it, and other points has to be in line with the projector. Usually when you have a reflective surface like this, it turn dark, they have to blend in with the projector. So let's see if we can find a sweet spot on the screen to make it blend. Wherever the sweet spot be at. So you have to move the screen to adjust it to where the projector's at to get it to fit just right. Let's see. It's not going to work there. Let's put it over here. Put it here if it's too dark. So that's the thing I don't like about reflective surfaces. Because the problem you have there is that you're going to have that projector line just right. Let's go with a high-grade silver screen. Some of you guys still have these silver screens. You like these silver screens? Now, mind you, all the while, I'm dropping these screens on top of my screen. People keep forgetting my screen's jet black. So my screen has to produce a high enough white level to produce a bright enough red or blue or green to come close to blending in with a silver screen. Silver screen produces too much of a white level, it becomes faded. Let's see where we have to drag this at to get it to blend. This would be DMP Supernova. I think this is their infinity right there. That's an infinity right there. Oh, infinity did pretty well right there. Hold on. Kind of blended with our screen pretty well. So the fact when I block the projector, that screen is 10 times lighter than ours. So look at the color of that screen, look at the color of our screen. You see the lights are on, so it's having a bit of time struggling with the lights on. As you can see, so the screen performs better with the lights out. Let's take the lights out. Now it has much of a better chance of performing because the screen's gray. That's why. There's no contrast in the screen. Even though the screen, these are amazing screens. Don't get me wrong. All these screens are here amazing, except for the gray screen paint mix. That's house paint, period. But anyway, this right here is an amazing screen. But like I said, they're not designed for that kind of ambient light. These screens are set in ambient light controlled environments. Like I said, when you watch demonstrations on these high-end professional screens, if you notice, demonstrations are always done in a setting where they have them already set up for ambient light controlled. Now, if you put them in a harsh environment, such we have over here, then the problem is the screen starts to wash out and it starts to fade. As you see, it looks fantastic here, right? It looks fantastic against our screen. But the minute I add any light into the environment, now the screen's going to start having some problems. Now you see it? There's no contrast in the screen. That's why it washed out so fast next to our technology. Same thing as in your gray screen paint mixes. Doesn't make a difference. They're all the same. There's nothing special about a gray screen paint mix. It's black and white paint. That's all it is. There's nothing different about it. This is why when you do demonstrations on these particular screens, it's always dark environment. It has to be in a dark environment. It's the only way the screen's going to have a fighting chance. Has to be in a dark environment. Anytime they do any contrast levels on light gray screens, it has to be done in a dark environment. Technically, you're not seeing black. As I said before, you're seeing shades of gray. That's all you're seeing. Now, if we put on an all-black screensaver, an all-black screensaver is just going to project just black. That's all it's going to project. So any screen on here that doesn't have proper contrast, some will pull up darker, some will pull up lighter. You'll be able to see which one is which. This is a demonstration we're going to pull on Jamie's paint. We're going to line the screen up with a bunch of different light gray screens because we do this with our black screens. We have to show the difference between our black screens, other black screens, and white levels. So what we're going to do is we're going to line everything up with all these different gray screens, put on an all black screensaver and see which screen pulls up the best contrast. So let's see. Let's pull up a black level. Black screen, put a black screen right there. This is why he canceled that order that many times, because he can't have that here. So the screen's going to project 24 hours. It's going to produce not 24 hours, but this is a black level right here that's being produced on the screen. So now the projector is projecting black. See how dark? Look at the DMP Supernova. That's a Paxson. That's a light silver. Let's go with a darker screen. It's the darkest screen we have. Dark Star 9 is the darkest screen we have in here. That's a Dark Star 9 when it's being hit with a all black image from a projector. This is the light gray screen paint. Interesting how it reacts, doesn't it? Look, watch this, watch this. Here. There. Let's pull up a black level test with flowers. I like this screen on the floor. The screen on the floor is amazing because it just gives you a chance to see exactly what you're getting from a bird's eye view. And you can't get in them actually being on the floor. Literally just can't. So let's take all these out. So remove these. Take them out of the way of the equation. We'll put them over here like so. Let's pull up get the neck right. You can't get any more closer than a screen being on the floor. This is the white levels on black technology, or our technology, of course. Getting dirt on my screen. Look out. Some people don't like this seeing this, it hurts. Because for the longest while they thought the screens were so dirty. Look at this. Up close. With the skin tone, different colorations on her skin, her white shirt. Look at this. Look at the bright colors. This is all done and being done on 720p. So if the screen, as they said, was so dark, you wouldn't be able to make out anything. All this would blend in together in the complete darkness. But the fact that you can make out the cutting board, spoons in the background, with the pans in the background, look at this. All this can be made out. That screen is supposed to be so dark, you can't see it. And now you see why we got the contract. Because the same demonstration you're seeing here is the same stuff they put our test through. All this stuff you see we do, these tests every day, this is what our technology had to go through. Had to be tested on that level. Look at that. Now, I'll show you something. This is black paint. This right here is black house paint. This is what happens if you take a black house paint and you paint your screen with it. Some people try to imitate what our technology does, and they think they can basically get around corners. We'll paint the screen black and we'll get the same image. You'll pull up black contrast, yes, but white levels will not come up on your screen. Seeing how dark that image is compared to our technology? How dirty the image becomes. There you go, shoot nice and up close so you can see for yourself. It's a shame Super Bowl is coming up and all my customers will be able to watch their screens in a fully lit environment. The color of my socks. My socks can't even produce white. There you go. I love doing these demonstrations. This isn't toward my people who watch my channel. I thank you so much. But this is for you naysayers out there. Constantly try to say my technology isn't this. There you go. Nice and up close. There you go. I can got my screen laid on the floor, and I can show you the difference between my technology and a $3,000 screen. $4,000 screen, $5,000 screen. I can show you my screen producing higher contrast levels than screens that would cost you an arm and a leg. I can show you the difference when it comes to white levels to my technology, showing that we can produce a high, bright white image compared to black paint. Go ahead, paint your screen with black paint, see what happens. I told you, sooner or later, it's going to get to a point that someone's going to sign a contract with us, and one day, you're going to see our screen sitting in a storeroom for 10 grand. I always say take advantage while the technology's there, because right now, while we have it on the site, sooner or later, that site's not going to exist anymore. It's going to be gone. Will be contract, or keep in mind, doesn't make a difference, I'll get paid away. You better buy it while it's available, because sooner or later, you won't be able to get it through us anymore. You'll have to go through one of those distributors or suppliers to get it. And I guarantee you, it's not going to cost you $179 a gallon. Or a quart, sorry about that. It's not going to cost you that much. Because keep in mind, they got to factor in shipping costs. They got to factor in store. Keep in mind, when you pay for a product, you pretty much pay for just about every overhead cost you can possibly think of. And a lot of you not. It's true. They have to do it or they can't stay afloat. When you pay for something, you pay for more than just for that part. You pay for basically to run that company. You pay for the electricity in the building, you pay for the gas, you pay for all of that. All that's factor into it, all that. Now, I tried my hardest to keep my prices as low as I possibly could, but eventually I have to branch off. I have to take off to another level. I have to. I can't stay in this same level. My company needs to grow. And in order for my company to grow, I need contracts. And if like I said, now that we're signed to a contract, product's going to go up. Hopefully not by a lot. I just love this, man. I just freaking love this. I had somebody tell me that I was a complete idiot because I have a screen in every room. Who wouldn't? You develop and you make this stuff? Oh my goodness. That's like the guy people who build like interesting things like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something cool that somebody would build on a regular basis. You know what I mean? People build computers, okay? I used to build computers back in the day. I had about I started off with one computer, and then it was two, then it was three, and every time I would go on to like frozenpc.com and I would see new computer parts, I would get an idea for a new build, build another one, build another. Next, you know, I had like 10 to 11 computers, like computers I wasn't even using, just building for the sake of building them because it was just so much fun. And we're like, why do you have so many computers? Because it's something that I love, it's my passion. So why wouldn't I have a screen in every room? Why not? If my screens react and I can use my screen in a fully lit environment, why not? Why would I pay for a TV when I got a screen that can pull an image in a fully lit environment? And I can go 100 inch, 200 inches easily without paying thousands and thousands of dollars for a TV. Why not? It was much cheaper for me just to paint the screen on the wall and just put an ultra short throw up there for my wife than me going out and spending the money for a 50-inch black screen that pretty much would have been OLED. Chances are it would have been an OLED screen. It would have cost me more money than $1,100 of what I paid for that projector. Let's do No, I'll tell you the truth, honestly, I don't know when. Whenever the thing about it is, the contract could kick whenever the contract kicks. Whenever the contract kicks, whenever they place their first orders that come in. When the first order officially became official, that's when the website has to be taken down. Because now keep in mind, all the orders we have going through, and they're going to ship out regardless. That's going to happen. That's my agreement, bar none. I don't do business on that level. So say you place an order, and in the process, the website's in the process of being converted over into a distributed website. Your order's going through no matter what. I'll take care of that personally myself. You don't have to take it out of my own pocket. I'll take care of it myself. But, you know, it depends. It depends on when those orders go through. Now, if we get enough orders, we're basically, and we're going to have enough orders to be able to support my lifestyle. Of course, I mean, like I said, my livelihood, because I run my company supports my lifestyle. So, you know, we start pulling in maybe about, it's not going to take much to do it. We start pulling in somewhere between maybe like 50 gallons. We're doing 50 gallons a day. Then we remove the site. Because after that, we can't deal with the customers. It's too much work. We got to deal with the customers, and we have to deal with distributors at the same time. It's too much on our plate. That's what the distributor's job is. His job is to allow us to manufacture, research, and develop new projects. And then what their job is to do is to advertise and to put it into stores, to get contracts for schools to convert their screens into black technology. That's what it's for. So that's their job. Our job is to make it and ship it to the destination where it's supposed to go, and their job is to disperse it to other distributors. So it's like one hub here, we send it to them, and they disperse it to everybody else, and they disperse it to everybody else, and so forth and so forth. It's like a tree. But we can't maintain our customers, and that's one of the things I'm going to miss the most is having the talks that I have. When people call me, I get a chance to work on their projects with them. I'm going to miss that part the most. My gray socks. I like this screen. There's Old Faithful black paint. Old Faithful black paint. That's how dark it comes up. That's black paint. Ooh, fireplace. We got to do that. Bam! Got to do a fireplace. Fire! Oh, yes, it'll be cool. Oh, yes! So cold. I'm so cold. Let me warm my hands up. Oh, I ain't got the freaking... I got the bucket around here somewhere? No, I don't. Oh, so cold. Let me warm my hands up. This is so freaking cool. I love having the floors. I love having floor projection screens. This is so freaking cool. Oh man, that's freaking cool. Ah, it's so freaking cool. Oh look, my feet are on fire. Oh, that's so awesome. Ah, that is freaking cool. I love freaking floor projection screens. You know, I want to try to get my hands on. I am probably about, I don't know, maybe a year from now, I'm going to get myself a 7D projector. Yes, I'm going to design a floor screen for a 7D projector. For those who know what those are, that's the projector that basically, that produces a 3D image off the floor. All right, we're going to do this fish tank. Let's do a fish tank. Oh, the screen is so cool. So right now, until then, because like I said, all that, it's not a, it's once that's already signed and everything, it's not going to be official. Site's going to be there for a while, so you'll still be able to place orders. So this is what we've been working on. These are the new mailers. This will allow us to ship things even faster overseas, even faster. You can get your packages even faster. Yes. Boom. And The new blackout. This is the blackout cloth. As a matter of fact, the screen I just did in the demonstration, this is the blackout cloth. The one I did with all the sunlight pouring in. This is the blackout cloth coated with that Supreme right there. Man, I'm gonna miss doing this part right here. This was so much fun. So the blackout cloth, like I said, comes for free, and it comes with 1 quart, and that allows you to paint a 100-inch or 120-inch screen. I think I have my screen downstairs somewhere. Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a demonstration on the wallpaper screen. This is all the shipping boxes that I get because we ran out of shipping boxes. I don't know what's in, large shipping boxes. These are large shipping boxes. But yeah, I ran out of shipping boxes. Whoops. Ugh. So anyway, I ran out of shipping boxes and we had to get more. Ran out. And these are the fragile labels to make sure your packages are taken care of. We mark them with their own fragile labels to take care of them on top of that. Also, too, keep in mind, those of you that are asking about signature confirm, it is free. We do get away free. You just have to request it. Say you don't want to put a package on your porch and you're afraid someone's going to come along and snatch it. Well, if you get signature confirmed, that means they can't drop the package there until you sign for it. So it's a great way. I do signature confirm when I have like projection screens coming in, because if they set the I had a projection screen walk one time. I lie to you not. I ordered a 120-inch screen. A box on a 120-inch screen is freaking huge, right? So I come outside, there's no screen. I call freaking Amazon, no screen. There's no screen, no to be found. So Amazon was nice enough to send me another one out. Yes, you did get tracking info. I sent it over to you, but you got to check your email. You did get tracking info. Your package went out. It went over to FedEx. We sent it right over to you. Check your spam mail and check your junk mail. And if not, I will go upstairs and resend it again. Your package did ship out. Because I remember the conversation that we had on YouTube, and I remember your name. It's right on your PayPal account. So we did send it over. Only orders I have in the account are new orders that just came in. So please check your junk mail and please check your spam mail, because sometimes emails will end up right over there. We did send it to you. I know, because you know it cost me for that tally up for that shipping cost. No problem, Chief. That overseas shipment cost, man, you have no idea. That cost me $398. Actually, I got a good deal because a friend of mine, let me use his discount over at FedEx, and she gets a 75% discount. Man, you know how much it would have cost me to ship one of those packages? I think one of the packages we were shipping over was a wallpaper screen. It was going to Mexico. It would have cost me $340 by itself, and that screen's only 4 feet. That's why we need to get that. We're applying for a corporate license. If I get a corporate license, that'll give me like huge, massive breaks on shipping. I'm gonna need it, because keep in mind, even though I might not be able to ship out to customers anymore, I still have to ship out product to the distributors. So I will need it. Yeah, we make sure you get your packages, man. Keep in mind, we pay for all shipping. All shipping is paid through us. So it's not cheap sometimes. Sometimes it gets a little expensive, but I keep my agreement no matter what. I'm going to pay for it. I pay for it. I don't think it's fair. I think everything should have free shipping. Don't you think? Everything should have free shipping? I think it should be. Everything should come with free shipping, because, I mean, you got to pay for the product. Number one, why shouldn't you get the shipping for free? Why'd you pay for that? I mean, here within the U.S., it's a little cheaper because shipping costs is like, what, $12, $13, depending if you got a flat rate. But if you're shipping something overseas, it's always expensive. They got to pay so much money. And I don't think it's fair that they got to pay all that money. These companies make enough money. They can charge them a little less. I mean, if we could do it for free, why can't they? We're not even a big company on that level yet. Well, we're getting there, but, you know, we're not there yet. But once all that goes in, we'll be there. But like I said, this should be to get free shipping to everyone. Free shipping. Some kind of discount would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's pull up. Oh, okay, this is pretty. Let's do this one right here. Let's do this one on our space. Oh, no, I got to do a 3D roller coaster. I got to do a 3D roller coaster on this screen. Ooh. Going into outer space, people. Here we go. Awesome. It'd be much better if I get the lines out of the screen, but trust me, I'm working. I'm going to build me a frame tomorrow. I'm going to build me a collapsible frame that can actually fold up. Oh, look at the stars, look at the galaxy. See what I mean? That outer space has to be black. That has to be black, man. Hold on, go back to a minute. You need that background has to be, whoops, woo! I must took a ride. I must took a ride today on that one. See the background in outer space has to be black. See how deep it is, how beautiful it is? Look at that. Can't do that with a light gray screen paint. Can't pick up a black background. You have to have that deep black. No matter where I throw it, bam. You know, it'd be kind of cool. I should project hopscotch on here. Have my nieces and nephews come and play hopscotch on here. I'm good at hopscotch, believe it or not. Oh, let's go back. This is freaking cool. Let's go back to that outer space part with the stars. That was so freaking cool. Yeah, right there, right there, right there. That was beautiful. Look at the stars. See how beautiful that looks? That's what I'm saying. You can't do that with a great screen. It's not going to pull up. Bam. Bam. I taught my niece how to go bam. So every time we do something, we go to arcade, we go to Dave & Buster's when we play games. Every time we beat the bam. With that deep outer space look to it. Can't get that. I think what I'm I'll tell you that one later. We'll do that one later. All right, so tomorrow we got some pretty cool stuff we're going to be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to do the invisible wallpaper screen. We're going to do, I haven't done much on the motorized projection screen. A lot of people have been asking me about painting motorized projection screens, but everyone downstairs already painted. So we're going to do some demonstrations on that one because I didn't get a chance to have too much fun with that one yet. What else we're going to do? We're going to take this outside. This is going outside tomorrow. We're going to put it on the deck, and we're going to do this demonstration on the deck outside. Ooh, look at that. That's so cool, isn't it? Oh, that's so freaking cool. Ooh. That's interesting. Let's see. I know me walking all over the screen like, Ken, get off the screen. What is this? So glowy. Let's do, what was I supposed to do? The roller coaster, the 3D roller coaster. 3D virtual roller coaster. VR roller coaster. Oh, they got the VR girl on here? She's on here? Oh, that's creepy. I don't want to go down that road. Forget that crap. Oh, let's check this one out. This is right. We're going to do the 3D roller coaster, but I got to do this one too next. If I can find it. It's an all black one with the girl dancing on it. I think I figure out find out which one it was. It's pretty cool. We do it on the rear screens. Oh, we got to play sound with this. Need sound with this.
Audio link mode.
This reminds me of I was a Grandma Boy. You're so good, you're gonna break the machine. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go to the virtual roller coaster. Let's go to VR roller coaster. Oh no, I had it already before. Have you ever done the virtual roller coaster with freaking VR glasses on? I swear. Oh my goodness, man. I almost turned into a human fountain in my living room.
Amazing roller coaster rides, 360-degree interactive. The second coaster is inspired by Batman and and another one by Jurassic World. And now, fasten your seatbelt and enjoy 5 different coastal experiences.
XY screens, man.
There's no queue.
Funny thing I don't like about XY screens is the fact that they never show any real ambient light. All their screens are all ambient light controlled. I watched a dozen of their video demonstrations, all ambient light controlled demonstrations. Keep in mind, when we do our ambient light tests, we do them outside. I did a demonstration on that new ambient light rejection 9. We did a demonstration at 13 feet back at 1,000 lumens at 8 o'clock in the morning. I was able to produce an image without a problem at 10%. On top of that, we did a demonstration in here with sunlight pouring in all the windows. I don't like their demonstrations because they light dodge. Brought that screen over here, we can fade it. Ooh, yeah, check it out. You can't, we don't, I've seen their screens, they don't do real ambient light rejection tests. They don't. Here we go. Ooh. But I've seen XY screens before. The only thing I like about the screens, they just don't do that real, they don't do any real testing. And they don't test their screens against other high performance screens. That's another thing too. You know what I mean? They don't really test their stuff on that level. They use a lot of ultra short those too. Does this look like it's 3D or what? Let's see if we can grab one of these fish. Now see this? This is what you call ambient light rejection technology. The screen is laying on the floor and there's light directly hitting right on top of the screen. So when you test your screens outside and see where ultra short those sits, short those never sit. I only got one that sits up on top of the screen. My ultra short those sits away from the screen. So actually my ultra short those doing a long throw. Because look where it sits at. It sits away from the screen and it's a distance from the screen. So it's not really up on top of the screen. So it has a long throw, but after before it hits the screen. They never hit the screens with this kind of light. Never. Where is the controller? The controller. So, hold on. We just did this one today. Sunlight. We had sunlight literally peeking through the window, which was pretty cool. I like the downstairs. The downstairs has a ton of windows. I would like the test facility. This has nothing but windows all the way around and a lot of lighting. That's what I want next. I'm going to start, when I get to a point, I'm going to get a warehouse and I'm going to start building my own ambient rejection test facilities. We're going to have areas with just nothing but windows, tons of light. That's what I want. I'm just not getting enough light in my demonstrations. That's how I feel. I feel we need more light. And that's why we do a lot of our demonstrations outside when we do ambient light rejection tests, because I have to be able to see what the screen can really take in, what it's going to take a faded screen. Eventually, I found out today, we had sunlight hit the screen. Yeah, sunlight faded the screen pretty quick. But yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to actually more ambient light. I got to have more cowbell. Got to have more ambient light. Let me see. It does not know me. This one does not know me. There we go. Nope, really. PS4 is downstairs because she wanted to use it to watch, hold on. She wanted to use it to watch Godzilla. Which I had downloaded, which I haven't had a chance to finish watching it yet. These are ambient light rejection tests. This is how we test our screens. So that screen has to pull up an image outside. ambient light projection cinema screen paint. Usually when people do testing outside on screen, they do their tests on screens, they do it with an ambient light controlled environment. Look, it's ambient light rejection. No, that's not ambient light rejection. This is ambient light rejection technology. Well, we got his attention. What the hell's that do? That's an ambient light rejection demonstration. XY doesn't do demonstrations on that level. Okay, we're about 5:06 p.m. I'm outside. Requirement when using this technology outside, it requires projectors of 3,500 lumens and up. Inside, I've done this demonstration on 200 lumens and even 2,600 lumen on old cheap AC, sounds kind of loud. AC MP400. I'll put all those links at the bottom for you to check out. But check it. This is me with a screen outside watching football. This is what I mean by you have to do when we want to do ambient light rejection tests, they have to be done outside. I mean, inside in a dark environment, it just doesn't work at all, period. Oh, shoot. I got to go real quick. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I got you. I need you 1%. Woo! Back in. My girl just came in from work / wife, girlfriend, whatever. Oh, yeah! All right. I'm sorry, people. I had coffee this morning. I'm not supposed to have coffee. I'm hyperactive. I'm going to be awake for the next couple of days. So beware, I'm going to be wired. Pretty freaking wired next couple of days. Yes. Yes, this is I was watching football outside on the front. I got to change the volume to go down. Oh man. Yeah, let me show you. This is the new ultra short though, right there. That's the new one I got today. Right? That is an Epson 585W. And I got another one right there. Oh, I love these projectors, man. I love them because you know why? The remote controls are cheap. You can buy the remote controls for like $2 or $3. To replace the lamps, it's $44. That's it. And they give a beautiful bright picture. This projector is 10,000 to 1 contrast at 3,100 lumens. Why is my volume so low? Let me see. Let's bring it down to. I gotta eat in a few minutes too. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Volume, yes. Duh. Found the volume one here. Can I get the volume to drop on here? Are you gonna let me drop the volume? Wait, does this have batteries in it? Oh, mother fried chicken. I grabbed one without batteries. Which one of these has batteries? Look, check it out. I have 3 of these remote controls. I own 3 of these projectors. Which one has batteries? This one has batteries. There we go. Boom. Volume down. Yes. Every time I buy one, they give me a remote control. Like I already have. Keep in mind, the one remote control operates all of them. That's me outside on that one. I want to find the one where, oh, the inflatable screen, man. That thing is done. I can't wait to actually blow it up outside. We're going to try to blow it up tomorrow. If we don't get any rain, we're going to blow the screen up tomorrow. That's for the outdoor screens. I do still want to do those, man. I do want to do the outdoor screens. Oh, check this out. Motorized screen outside. Hold on. Outside with a motor, that's what I said. You can do demonstrations on this level. That screen's sitting outside. That's why people can't figure the angle gain outside. Look at the angle gain it's picking up on that screen. That's why screens pull up inside the house, because the ambient light rejection tests are done outside. So if a screen can survive outside, inside is going to be a cakewalk. That's the same screen I have downstairs right now. And you roll the screen up, it's going to disappear. Here's the image disappearing. I missed that porch. That porch was perfect for hanging that screen. Now, let me know when XY has done a demonstration like that. Now this is a demonstration, a couple more will be done real quick. That's 1100 lumen projector outside. Insane demonstrations. Everything has to be done outside. All right, let me go back to PS4. I was watching Bosberger outside. And all screens do that. So keep in mind that if you get a regular screen is going to have a bit of a weight to it. The only screens that don't have weight to it are tension screens. Tension screens lay flat, but a tension screen will cost you more. Now, like I said, you can go get a cheap screen for around $58 for a 92-inch, or maybe you can get a cheap one for maybe you get a 100-inch Elite screen. You can get one of them for maybe about 120-inch. Without tension, would probably cost you between maybe 120, 150, maybe more. But if you want a tension screen, the tension screen has these kind of lines that run along the side of the screen, and it makes sure the screen lays flat. Now, for a 100-inch, 120-inch, or 100-inch of a tension screen would probably cost you $400 or $500. That's an unnamed brand screen. With the name brand on it, you're talking about maybe about $1,700, $1,800 easily. Because that screen is guaranteed to lay flat every single time it comes out of the projector, because it has a system that basically the cables are wired right along the side of the screen, and the bar at the bottom is a little bit more heavier. But they're called tension screens. Those screens lay flat. The other screens, they don't. They actually have a bit of a wave to them. Now, I'll show you. We had one. We had actually a couple of tension screens. Okay, what that's all about. Let's see. Projection. It's a projection. Hold on a minute. Because we've done another. We designed the screen. Oh my goodness, the screen was so expensive to make and design. That screen was like, it was 120-inch. It cost me like $1,000 to ship it to Florida. That's the last time I ever did a motorized projection screen. It cost me way too much money to ship that screen out. Never will do it again. I lost money in that deal. tension. No, I don't know. I'm trying to remember the fix spelling. That's correct. Hold on. I need to sell that today. So let me see right here. Come on, 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 come on. All right, here we go. Come over here to the projector, to the screen real quick. Whoops. I'll show you. All right. Now look. Here. This is a tension screen right here. See the lead tension screen? See the price they want for that screen right there? Told you they're not cheap. That screen right there would cost you $1,733 for that screen because they're designed to lay flat every single time. See right there? This is a 92 inch. A 92-inch tension screen would cost you $989. It's a very expensive screen. They're not cheap. Very expensive to get tension screens. You can get a cheap one. Now this is an everyday screen at 120 inch, no tension whatsoever. It would cost you $169. But because it's tension, it's a different form of screen. It's designed to lay flat no matter what. That screen's going to lay flat. And because of that, they're going to charge you an arm and leg for it. And this is a 92 inch elite screen. And that screen right there alone would cost you $900 just for a 92 inch. Now keep in mind, the 92 inch I have downstairs I bought off eBay was $58. But keep in mind, if the name of the screen, you pay for the name, and you also will pay for the caliber of the screen. So there it is right there. Because the screen is gray, you're going to pay a little more for a gray screen. And because it's tension, see what I mean? Tension has these like a system that comes all the way down and keeps the screen nice and tight, and the bar at the bottom is a little bit heavier. So when that screen comes out, it lays nice and flat every single time. You don't get the ripple effect. It's like watching a piece of sheetrock come down straight. So this is the price of a 92 inch. Now, if you want to go with 106. That's what you would have to pay for a 106 inch screen, about $1,374. 120 inch will be around $1,624. And if you want 135, it would cost you $1,874. It's a whole new different caliber of screen. Not cheap at all on any level whatsoever. Check this out. They call it tension tab, or tab tension. Cinema gray. There's a cinema gray right there. Right there. There's this one right there. And that's the price you'll pay for $135. Mind you, like I said, I just showed you the demonstration on a cinema gray versus our black screen. So that screen, if we pull up on a star film, we put our screen in the middle of it, our screen's going to produce a higher contrast and better color than that screen. But keep in mind, that screen is still going to cost you that price right there. That's why they want so much for tension screens, because the screen lays flat every single time. We had a few of them over here, and I think I got a few of them wholesale. It wasn't a name brand company, but I got a 120 inch for around $600. I don't know if they make them anymore, but that's how much I paid for 120 inch, unnamed brand, for $600, and the screen was white. And I paid that much because that screen was tension. I think I had, the cheapest one I had over here was a 100 inch, and I paid $250 for it. I don't remember where I got that screen from, but it was actually a really good deal. I'm going to try to get another one. I'm going to try to get another tension screen. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. So we can go back up. Right here. There we go. It's called Tension Tab. All right, that's a whole lot of math or whatever that is. I don't want to. No, I'm good. That's way too much math for me. Tension, projection. We got either tension projection screens. Let me see. Come off cheaper if you just get a white one, but I know Amazon sells them. Hold on for a minute. I know Amazon sells them. You may be able to get like a generic version for like around 250 bucks. About 100 inches. I'm pretty sure you can get one in there. Screen. And let's go with space. I think what were we under? What company we were designing that? Was it Luminous or was it Nano? It might have been nanotechnology. Nano, when we were developing that other screen. Nano. Let me see if we can figure out where we can find it. There we go. That first one we own right there. So that was the 169 tension screen that we got. See how flat the screen lays? Sorry about that camera. My camera's kind of blurry. But see how flat the screen lays? There's no wave to it or nothing. It just lays perfectly flat. That's the tension. And the reason why they call it tabs, because the tabs are hanging from the side of the screen. You would think that would get tangled up in the motor, but it doesn't. I'm going to hold it right here. Sorry about that. I'll show you right here. See? I'll get it real close and show you. See those tabs on the side? That keeps the screen nice and flat. That was a black projection screen we used to sell. That was an all black projection screen we used to sell. That was the 100-inch, and then this one over here, I think I did. That was one in the room. We had a 120-inch too. That's the other one. I want to get me another tension screen. Now you got me thinking. Now I want a tension screen. I want to go back and buy me another one. I'm gonna buy me another. I gotta get me a tension screen. There, these are tensions right there. Those are all tensions. They lay perfectly flat every single time. The only problem is that they can be a bit expensive. Can't find the other one we did on here. I don't think it was nano under nanotechnology, but it was something around there. Yeah, here it is. This is the 120-inch I had. This is the old house. Bam. Got bigger than that now. I gained weight. I was what? 170? I'm at 225 now. I still lift a little weights here and there. Oh, yeah. Man, that was the black frame. The screen. Oh, my screen was so gorgeous. We don't even make those anymore. I miss that screen. Good, that screen was gorgeous. Oh, that screen looked beautiful on your wall. That was the 100-inch. Let me show you the black screen. That's the black screen. That's one we ordered right there. That's the black tension screen right there. With the remote control. That thing was sweet. That's it right there. Look at that. See the length of that screen? See how big that screen is? Do you have any idea that screen out? Oh my goodness. That was the last time we ever do a price projection screen ever again. That screen was a freaking nightmare to get out of here. We had to call. First we tried to take it to United States Postal Service. They were like, no, we can't ship it. The screen's too big. It has to go by freight. So then we go over to UPS. UPS charges by zone. Oh my goodness. It was just going to Florida. It wasn't really going that far. It was going from Philadelphia to Florida. So then we went over to American Express. I'm sorry about that. FedEx. FedEx had the cheapest price. UPS wanted to ship it out. And FedEx was going to charge us $600 to ship it out. But because the screen was so big, we couldn't get it onto a vehicle. We couldn't put it in a truck. So we had to pay $300 for a lift truck to come out and pick it up. So this truck comes up to the house. It parks at the far end. We have to take the screen, carry it all the way to the other end of the alleyway to drop the screen off. And then by the time they take it down there, they can't even ship it to the person's house. I had to go to a hub where they had to come pick it up. And I was like, never again. That screen cost me $900 to ship out. Nope, 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 nope. That's why I'm gonna wait until I get the corporate license and I can get the break on shipping them out. That thing was freaking costly. When I found out how much it was going to cost, I almost had a heart attack. It cost me how much? That was a 120-inch tension screen. And I spelled peak wrong. Or did I? I'm not sure. I'm not editing crap. It's too long. Yeah, man. I'll never forget that as long as I live, man. That screen cost me. Learn, you live and learn. This is the screen right here, painted and done. So this is the screen done. Already painted. I showed you in the package. So this is what it looks like when we finished it. Ooh, this screen was white when I got it. Look at it now, all black. Ooh, sexy. We used to sell those. That screen sold on our website for $2,700. We sold out in the first week on those screens. Like I said, the shipping cost was a freaking nightmare. I said, never again. Never, ever again. I'm ever going to design one of the screens ever again. Unless I had to figure a better way to ship it out other than that. If I had a better way of shipping them out, yeah, I would make them. I would make them now. But like I said, it's really, really expensive to do. The only thing I didn't like about that technology too much yeah, that was a good screen, man. I want to go back and design those again. Man, I want a hot cup of cocoa. That's what I have to go. When I get done, I'm getting a hot cup of cocoa. Let me see, Crystal Beach. There we go. Yay! Home. Home sweet home. Home sweet home. There we go. This is the screen that I just did today. That's an 8. Downstairs, the blackout cloth that I showed you, that's the same blackout cloth I used that we give you for free. What the heck is that smell? Hold on, I'll be back, people. I smell something burning. There it is. What's burning? What's burning? Something is burning. What's that smell? Freak, man. I'll tell you one thing. Hope I hope this never happens to you. But at one point in my life, I got caught in a house fire. I mean, literally got caught in a house fire. I almost died in a house fire. Once you experience that little bit of craziness in your life, your nose becomes very, very sensitive to smelling things burning. Like it heightens your sentence, your senses. Yeah, once you go through that ordeal, never forget that, boy. And never forget it. Almost died in a house fire one time. Whew. I smell the slightest little thing burning, man. It freaks me out. Yeah, that's the screen right there in sunlight. Oh, man. So the same blackout cloth that we give you for free is the same thing that I used actually in that demonstration for that screen. That's why I said XY. Their screens are pretty interesting, and I did study their stuff, but I never see them do a screen in any form of well-lit environment. They usually do a lot of light dodging. Yeah, this is the screen. The screen downstairs, the one I showed you when I was walking all over, this is the screen I painted. That's the screen right there. And there's the motorized projection screen over there in the corner. And that's the screen I painted downstairs. If you decide to do those screens, it's actually it's a canvas, it's not canvas, but it's like a cotton kind of screen. So I got much bigger than I was before. But anyway, it's a cotton screen. And you do want to prime it first. I suggest prime the screen first. Anything kind of cotton that's designed to absorb paint, you want to basically prime it first. See that primer right there on the bottom of the floor right there? Any kind of primer. So that's my paint right there. But any kind of primer, you want to prime the screen the first time. You want to give it a kind of a coat, so it doesn't absorb a ton of paint, because it will absorb paint. I wonder why I grabbed the ruler twice. There we go. I'm just showing you the primer. So this is the primer I use right here. Camera freezing. I'm surprised I got a signal in the basement. Usually I don't get signals down there. So that's the primer right there. It's just everyday kills primer or zone or whatever. All you want to do is just prime the surface, leave a foundation, let it dry, and then when you coat it with our stuff, it only takes one application and you're done. That's it. So far I painted a motorized projection screen, which I did that one on camera right there. And then bullseye, I'm using bullseye. And I coated the surface that you see me downstairs walking all over, that screen right there. This is the other one. One, two, three, four, five. Free stack. And that's pretty much. See how easy it is to apply on? Now, like I said, when you're dealing with a cotton surface, a certain going to have a lot of, and it's going to move with the roller. What you want to do is you want to stiffen out the screen, and like I said, leave a foundation. So you basically want to paint the screen with any form of primer first. Once you prime the screen and it has a bit of a foundation, number one, it's easier to apply the our screen paint, and also on top of that, you'll need less paint to actually apply the screen. As you see how easy for me it is to coat the screen. That's why you put the on it first. Same thing if you do a canvas screen. Canvas screens are going to soak up a lot of paint. So what you want to do is coat the screen first with some primer, put a foundation on it, and then after that you hit it again with our paint, and it applies that fast. That screen was literally like coloring a book. It's kind of relaxing to watch that. I should do a video and then talk real quiet, right, and paint the screen in. That's kind of relaxing. I'm watching my own videos to relax. I'm just me. And what you want to do is you want to pull the sides out a little bit, because keep in mind the screen's going to be a little bit wrinkled as you're painting over, as you can see. So you want to pull it out just a little bit and roll over top of it. You don't want to expand the screen and have little white lines in there because there's a cracks you didn't hit. So what I'm doing is, because when I put the screen paint on, I poured it on nice and heavy, and I'm just basically just evening it all out. And one thing you want to do is basically go over your edges. Make sure you hit your edges. So you'll see me constantly hitting the edges all the time. Gotta pull my pants up here. I don't want it instant like the last time. Let me go back over. Now, how I get most of the wrinkles, now see the screen has a lot of wrinkles. You can actually reverse the screen over on the opposite side and just basically just take an iron to it. Just like a basic iron to it and just roll over it. And another way to remove the wrinkles out too, even faster, take the screen outside, string it up, and hit it with a garden hose. Get it nice and wet and let it dry. Let it dry, hang it. That'll pull wrinkles out too. You go once over. Plenty of paint on the roller. Man, it is relaxing. I'm not trying to fall asleep on camera. You're gonna be quiet over here. I might be passing out. It's relaxing. Right there, that giant thing right there, that's the inflatable screen right there. That's the 10. Hopefully we'll get to blow that up tomorrow outside. I got it. When all this is done, I got a wallpaper screen on the floor. I got to come down and clean the entire shop out. So tomorrow, the shop is going to be clean. I got to do a full bust down. And I got to scrub the floor too. And that's it. We're done. We're done. Get her done. That's pretty much it. We're done. Get her done. Get her done. Now it's the same blackout cloth. Right there, I'm just showing you the blackout cloth. Ta-da! This blackout cloth kit we gave you, free blackout cloth. And, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I do apologize for that one. Now let's go a little farther up. We went outside on 1,000 lumen projector. Actually, no, 43. There we go. That's the screen outside. That's Supreme 8 outside. The blackout cloth surface that we gave you for free. Versus a white and gray screen. Alright, enough of that. I want to go play a little Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom. I'll play one game before I actually go downstairs and get something to eat. So let's hop into that real quick. Yeah. Color change unlocked. Yes, thank you. Alright, let's do battle mode. Let's do arcade. How many says batteries in it? Alright, I'm going to choose. Alright, Chun-Li. I like Iron Man.
Iron Man. Boot up complete.
Alright, choose Chun-Li. Yeah.
Chun-Li.
Roger.
Only one team will be left standing.
We want team standing. This projector has a 10,001 contrast, so I forgot about that. So I'll play a little bit of this before I go downstairs. I'm just playing one round. I'm gonna go downstairs and rest. My juice.
I've heard about you, but I don't think I knew. They're Mavericks. You know
Oh shoot, twins.
who will come out on top? Ready. Fight! Fire! Attack! Fire! Here it comes.
Oh, he works on the side with the freak.
Reality show.
Nothing.
Yeah, right. Oh, short lived. I'll take that hit.
Target acquired. It's the big one. Photon planet.
Gotcha. Oh, you mother jumper. Yeah, Mr. Iron Man.
Reactor output at 73%. Well, there's always room for improvement.
Oh, we can do another game. We can do another game. Excuse me. I'm put my air conditioner on.
Fight. Drive.
I gotta run the air conditioner in here because we got two freaking projectors running back to back. We just got this one off anyway. I'm not using it. I can't stand fighting these jokers.
Arrive at target site. Preparing for battle. I will eliminate all.
Ooh. Okay.
Who will come out on top? Ready. Fire.
Oh, get out of here. Oh, what that nonsense? Come on, that's bull. Oh, come on. Really? Get out of here, that nonsense. Oh, come on. How do you sneak? Oh! Oh, no. Come on. My switch. Oh, really? Seriously? Oh, that missed. This bull crap. Oh, come on, but that bull. Oh, tell me, she's still alive. There we go. Alright people, this is where I call it quits. I'm going downstairs and get something to eat. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time. Our screen paint is available on our website. We do include free worldwide shipping. I gotta go, and you all have a blessed day. Just be sure 1 quart. Hold on for a minute. Somebody, hold on. I got you. What are you asking here? Just to be sure 1 quart will fit. Yeah, 1 quart will do 120 inch screen. 120 inch screen. Actually, you can do 129. You can get 129. It's a 1 coat application. Now keep in mind that the blackout cloth surface that comes with it is 5 feet by 7 feet. If you're going to do 129, I can add in a surface that is 6 by 9. We do that from time to time. So if you request a larger size, we can put a larger size. The biggest size we'll put in there is 6 by 9, and that's basically about it. But that will cover a 120 inch screen easily.
I always wanted this much on
A minute. All right, there we go. So yeah, we do have that on the website right now for actually it is $179, $178 with free worldwide shipping. Yeah, it'll do 129. You can get 129 out of it. As you say, it doesn't take much to actually cook. I don't think I left any information where you can order from. I don't think I put that in there. So if you wait till the video ends, go check back, and you'll see basically I just popped in a bunch of information on where you can actually buy the product. All right, gotta go. You have a blessed day and blessed night, depending on where you're at in the world. I have to go.